Alright, so I wanted to try the grimoire. Before I turn it in. To be John lurking there.
I must replenish my powers.
Yeah, let's see what we can find around here too. I'm not sure if we can go far there.
May we have a moment of respite?
I'm probably gonna start stopping me there soon. Maybe not though. No, it's regular attacks. Yeah, regular mobs. I got some hydras. Don't see hydras here. But they are probably there. And they gone. Negative stats. Come on, dude. Every time. And he's healing him. There we go.
Without a doubt.
That will do. So how far can I even explore around here? And let's get some of the grimoire action then. The Castle of Knives.
Victory!
Summon.
Licking red all over myself.
Stop eating Lindsay. And me.
I should withdraw for a time.
Lindsay actually got it. Good, good, That's a fiesta, but we'll roll with it. Well, I rip him. I raise him.
Grant me strength.
Crystal gun. Whatever. He is too strong, eh? Alright, so that Deva doesn't really do much, I say. Oh, there was some reses though. Was it? Or was that you, Something in the res though. No, that didn't feel. And there you are. And there's the Dova there.
What troubles you?
I'm not sure exactly what happened there. Well, whatever, let's go turn the book in. I didn't feel that crazy good, but I guess pretty good, I guess that was the rest from the Deva though, because kinda don't really have anyone else who would automatically do that. Or some item maybe though? I don't think so. No, just can go wrist. I'll recover this stuff so I don't need to. Don't need to waste any diamond dust.
Would be nice, don't you think?
I would
Look,
see that.
Ian, I made Lamastu symbol, like yours.
Very, very beautiful, Knock Knock. I especially like this piece of glass you plunged in the middle of Rat's head. Now, would you please take it away from me?
Son, not appreciating the real art there. Come on. Just a tribute to the marsh though, huh? So do we... Oh yeah, I should get the port. Do we just rest right here? How does that work? Could be the boss, could be. That could be. You can rest anywhere. I'm gonna get you grimoire there. I have the grimoire. Finally, I simply don't know how to thank you. Please accept this weapon as a token of my gratitude. Of my 12 blades, this one is by far the best and my most cherished. Now it's time for us to meet new adventures. First mate, all hands on deck. Yeah, but they're not here anymore. I'm quite certain you don't want to be my first mate. Not really.
I can see my destination.
Got the old gun. Nara's here now. Still need to pay. I'm a king here. Yeah, fine. I guess that should work.
Focus on the goal.
I guess that should work. Alright. Seems like it did, damn. That's good, damn. Let's roll this way, fine. Let's see if we find something else. I get all the companion quests. I think I did. I have someone else left. Don't think so, really. Should be kind of done with that now. I'm the rape locker. Saving throws against the evacuation school. It's not too bad, huh? But nah. I have stuff to offer to you. Unlucky. This trader kind of like doesn't really improve the quality that often of the stuff he sells. Sadly. Alright, continue. It should be like the border that doesn't let me in anymore, no? And it's gonna allow me just to explore all I want. That's probably gonna stop me.
I must replenish my powers.
And it goes another side there. Oh, so we kinda can get everything. Alright, so there's this area. Okay, nothing else there. A bunch of stuff probably will appear when the next chapter starts. And I feel like that castle there might be
I shall end this
something more
suffering.
important for later. To be honest. No, it could be just one. Typical Skamaza. Not that many of them though, so... That's it? Alright. I mean, I'll take it. Now, these encounters are a bit hippier. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, there's kind of nothing else. I'm gonna check the final part. And then it's time to go. Let's keep the events into the action.
May we have a moment of respite?
Because that will be pretty much everything scouted completely. It's quite impressive that all the conversations at the bonfire just were over, basically. Well, not over, there's still some, right? Just more rare. Because over, at this point, 140 hours playthrough so far. There was a lot of them, and they don't repeat. And they all voice acted too. I would say that's quite impressive, huh? I haven't heard probably with some team composition, actually. Like if you get some other companions, you get more different ones. It is quite insane. Yeah, tired too.
I must replenish my powers.
I think it's just like this team composition I kind of mostly already kind of used a lot, so.
Hoping not fight back. Best kind of fight.
A bunch of gobos,
Resting would be nice, don't you think?
Yeah, I got a cat. Yeah, don't kill the cat.
Let us strike as one.
Cat is my friend.
Get used to lighting enemies on fire.
Save the cat. Cat is my friend.
Knock tired. Legs weak. Stomach empty.
Haven't seen cat in a while. But cat is still around.
I must replenish my powers.
Alright, last bit. Then we go rest. Okay, let me evade them. Don't restart it in the next chapter, please. And that does it, right? Seems like it. Alright, off we go. Time to jump on that skip button. There's an end in sight. I think it should be getting there, but there should be a whole new chapter after this.
We should gather our strength.
There's already less side stuff left. Yeah, less areas left to explore. Like with a new chapter, probably like a bunch will reveal itself. But that's it, probably. soon. Oh, let's see. Nothing happened. Well, time to hop on that skip then. Actually, Kaliki's quest is not finished. Alright, we skipped all the way to the curse. Highness, after sustained fighting, has finally retreated. I was successfully able to protect the kingdom, but the price was paid. We paid was dear. A victory gives me hope. Another attack awaits, though I doubt it will come soon. This one hold back this time will be the most terrible blow yet. I only hope we can survive it. We didn't do this attack yet, though. I'm a storyteller. I visited the Bowl Hilltop, and the port of the First World is almost stable, and it appears that by the time of the next attack, it will be steady enough to become a permanent bridge between Galarian and the First World. The way I see it, we had enough of being afraid of her. Narissa wants to attack us herself, and then let her come. But she won't, will she? Going to hide from us, tucked away in the First World, until the bitter end. I suggest we deal with her army here, and then move immediately to counterattack, before she musters the strength for another invasion. Are you sure? To deal with the Fae, you can be sure of anything. My guess, however, is based more on the fact and speculation. Never before has there been a portal to the First World that is so stable. Also, ordinary is like never before. I bet she's absolutely beside herself. Can we use the portal? I suppose so. The portal used to a snapshot after every attack, but by now it should be a reliable passage to the First World. Exactly so, exactly. Probably leads directly to Narissa's lair, whatever that may be. Your face is determined. I agree with your plan. We will enter the portal and help create, and end the war and help begin. I think she will appear personally to command the attack. I bet she won't, that isn't her style. She likes just watching from a distance while she plans her next insidious trick, but I think she's just plain afraid of us. This will be a difficult battle. We shouldn't underestimate the enemy, especially one as cunning as Narissa. But I didn't get the chapter 6 fight. Part 7 already. Oh, so it like was not sure. Just kind of completed itself there. That's weird. All right, sure. The scene's kind of all there is to it. For now. New chapter haven't started, so I guess we just skip more. Another one, alright. I guess it's about time my book reached its culmination, or its finale. Messengers have arrived from well over the kingdom, really. The bloom has started everywhere. Monsters have appeared in every forest, behind every corner, and every nook and cranny. What we went through before was like a bed of roses compared to this. If we don't do something, the kingdom will simply collapse. I don't know about Narissa while traveling through her dreams. I think she's almost done gathering grains of dust for her damned cup. But Dax has fallen and your kingdom is the last thing standing in the way of her apology. She's done waiting. We need to do something, and fast. I think we need to head out on our most heroic campaign yet. Talk to Dor, and it seems like our best chance to reach Narissa is through the Thousand Voices on the western border of Pitax. Been completely overtaken by the bloom, and it seems to be the place where the First World is currently the closest to ours. Tell about the portal, though. Lindsay again with her big bag of words, and as helpful as ever. Know what to do. Go kick that green witch's ass. Bam, she's gone, and we're heroes. It's a time of great woe, but of great hope as well. After the first world is open, this is your chance to reach my fallen sister and settle your dispute over the stolen lands once and for all. Travel at the gates of peaceful villages. I hear the cries of children, prayers for help as though they were right here. Well, so serious. Let me put it simply, we need to do some housekeeping, cut some lawns, burn some fallen leaves, and get rid of some vermin. Haha. The end time's near, my heart rejoices. It's all in our hands now. The threat may be great, but you've been fighting Nerissa for a long time now, PP again. You have the best chance of stopping her once and for all. Nerissa, been itching to tear the petals off that flower for quite a while. What do we know? Help Nerissa move between planes and portals long enough to assume there must be a door in the Thousand Voices, at least to her own the mess in the first world. Did we wife Valerie? I mean, she was the one who basically did everything herself, so, you know, I was busy adventuring. That was a simple one. That was an easy choice there. That was an easy choice. Many beasts serve Nerissa, and you would be hard-pressed to find more dangerous ones. Has even created some semblance of one of the Thane, the eldest chained beasts. Demesne? Like the word for domain or something? You must prepare to meet all these monsters along your way, either in the Thousand Voices or in the First World should we make it there. One thing is clear, won't be easy, not for us or for the kingdom. I hope something's left to celebrate our heroic return to. You hide the sniffle by pretending to rub her nose. Let's see what you guys say. It's from CK, alright. Didn't know that one. Didn't know that one. Surely some like Russian also alternative to that. It might sound differently in the history and stuff. That's why I'm trying to figure out which one can that be. Alright, finishing the crisp. So yeah, we're kind of getting to the final line. See what you guys say. That Dorito. These Doritos were laying around for like 3 weeks, man. Can you imagine having some crisps at your disposal? They just there for 3 weeks. I'm getting old, man. Can't hunt your prey as fast anymore. Letting Chris go a while. And without eating them. Alright. That's actually good. That's actually good. I'm mostly just getting either stuff that I kind of haven't eaten in a while, have some new tastes and everything. Actually, also like rolled out so many different ones is insane. That's the funny part though, like with Soda I understand, like Coca-Cola kind of officially left. So everyone saw the opportunity take over and roll their own sodas. But like all chips are here still. Well, I guess the Pringles supply I think gonna run out soon probably. From what I remember, but like Lay's and everything's still around. And still got so much stuff. Way too much. Ooh, right. Yeah, it's good. Get more of that stuff. Just like sparkling water with some lemon. And the price is pretty good, and it's nice. So we don't like gonna drink any soda. But if you want some sparkly water with a little bit of taste, that's pretty good. Bring a little barely of taste. Kind of depends. It kind of depends on the type. Even though, like, I'm not gonna lie. Like one of my most favorites with Pringles, that like works 100% no matter what, is original. Just no taste, just potato, man. I like those. I really do like those. You haven't seen Halo in a while? Halo is probably on Path of Exile. The league is going, man. If you haven't seen Halo for like a couple of weeks or something after the league release, that means the league was good. And that's just how it goes. And where did you fall? 3. Yeah, the league started like what? Was it last week or week before last? Last week, I think, right? Friday or something. Second. There we go. Did you even go? Oh, fine. See, you're right. You're right. So yeah, if he's like around like next day or in a couple of days, that means it's probably not a good season. All right. Oh boy. Bro, are you still here? Is Mr. Bruce still here? Boy, oh boy. The fun stuff. The fun stuff. Oh yes, there is Archelaus today, right? Probably. Yeah, and Bruce there already, alright. I think he got his the military stuff, I think, past him there. this. And 2.0 started. Well, not yet that stuff. It's the regular conscription, though. Seems now the regular 18 years old conscription. Gonna be 1.5 years starting spring, seems like. And then looks like 2 years as autumn next year. So we're going back to where we came from. Back to 2 years. Like in good old times. So hopefully my brother will actually deal with that stuff, because his shit is actually gonna be spring in April. Like in January, he's gonna go to the hospital and everything. Yeah, that's why I'm asking it. I think he was fine with that. So he got very lucky. But yeah, my brother goes January in the hospital. And then in April, he goes for, like, the jury, the commission and everything. So hopefully he also not gonna go. Because 1.5 years and then it's 2 years. That's like 2 years of your life down the fucking drain, dude. Oof. Oof. Like 1 year is 1 year too much. 2 years is just, bruh. It's just ridiculous. Let me see the action deck. Well, that's for now also kind of a little bit, I guess, not official. But, I mean, chances are high. Let me see. Alright, they already, like, officially they're already saying they're not planning to change any of this. So if they're officially saying that, then they most likely will. Let's see. Someday there will be no armies. Well, that's sadly a utopia. But even with armies, you know, they should be professional. People who want to dedicate their life and stuff to it. Not just grabbing every 18 years old dude and just making them waste 2 years on nothing. Because everyone who went out of my friends, which out of my friends wasn't actually a lot, to be honest, they didn't do anything useful there. Nothing. Zero. A lot of bad stuff happened during to pretty much all of them, though. But nothing good. Nothing useful. No skills. I mean, even over like a whole year, you usually get to shoot, you know, like... My friend did like 3 times, I think. So, yeah. Glorious. Glorious. Alright, but that's not confirmed yet, so we'll see. I will see it. But yeah, they're gonna probably just like stall with that until the very late. Like nowadays, that's the funny part. Nowadays, you can't even like listen to anything. Like they say something officially. Bruh. We heard that before. We know how it goes. You don't trust anything you hear nowadays already. Officially or unofficially. Alright, will Vidra travel with us? Close your eyes and sigh softly. Yes, of course. My duty now is to fight the evil that has enslaved Nerissa. Will not be traveling in the typical way with you. You are aware the creatures of the first world return to life in their homeland if they die somewhere. The bloom is especially strong, yes? I'll find such a place and end my life there. Thus returning to the first world. I'll meet you there. This way I'll be able to bypass the portal guards, learn more of Nerissa's plans, make preparations. That is not a pleasant prospect, but it will take much of my strength, but it could give us a significant advantage. Take care and wish me luck. Son, that's the game plan there. Hello, John, by the way. Alright, let's go. This is interesting foe, powerful, beautiful, and unburdened by boring principles of war or morals. Can't wait to wade through her blooming meadows with a scythe. Trust most of that stuff? Well, like, you don't get like the blatant lies completely though most of the time. you know, whenever you hear like, but the officials telling you in like the half a year basically, including probably like 10 days before the start of mobilization, they tell you like, nah, dude, not planned, not gonna happen, nothing's gonna happen, relax, and then poof. And then they also tell you, nah, we don't need a law or an order to stop it now. Just trust me, bro, it's over. It's over completely, all good, relax everybody. Yeah. True, dude. Just trust me, bro. And at the same time, they're still taking like laws. Like, for example, like now people with like PhDs and stuff not gonna be mobilized unless it's full mobilization. If it's over, why do we have laws being approved about it? It's over, dude, you said. Why it's still there? Who you fucking trying to fool? I don't trust that shit. Your ruler's duty is to end their kingdom's afflictions, and our duty is to follow you, PPG. Yes, that green creeps haunted us for too long, and time to trade places. Seems we have a promising expedition to the depths of the first world ahead of us. If in the course of our research we render 1,000 monsters and one particular annoying nymph to compost, all the better. Time has come to end the 1,000-year reign of evil over the stolen lands. And I, as much as anyone, wish to help and hopefully help repay my debts in the process. I'll be fine, we'll return and throw a huge feast. And we'll celebrate for a whole month, and then another month, and then on the next month, we'll just do nothing but rest. I'll finish my book and they'll read it all across Galarian, and Lindsay gestures vaguely. I don't know what then, but it will be even better. The first world problems there, yeah.
It was time to meet the real mistress of the stolen lands. The one who'd been pulling the strings to create and destroy kingdoms for ages now.
Right. Sure. This time. Yeah, I wonder with the Kalike, is that like whole? Because I feel there should be more. Yeah, more of their quests. It can't even like seems like it really. And maybe I'm wrong, but seems like there should be some more of their quest. It will appear still. A bit exhausted there. And now we're gonna head out. Now, this nowadays is just blatant lies, right in front of your face, dude. That's the problem. Not just kind of like the usual politician stuff, being lying stuff. Being lies. It goes a bit further than that, a bit deeper than that. Alright, still not everything here, I see. Let's see, maybe if I go square, maybe. Maybe something happens. Now, doesn't seem like it. I could check at their house. See actually the diamond dust and everything. 280. Should be good enough. 40 dinosaur bones, and that I think should be fine. Now we should be alright. She from under her lashes, curling a strand of hair around the finger. Of course you recognize me, but I'm Canaram. Yeah, I don't think there's like really that much. Well, I mean, let's try then, sure. Would want to know about their subjects and companions. The story from the beginning. The beginning of the story is quite exciting. My sister and I were born in Kadira, a place most unsuitable for tieflings. People there honor the radiant Siren Ray and think of themselves as guardians of the good. Of course, no one threw us in the dungeon right away or tried to kill us for no reason, but we could forget about social status. It's impossible to rise from rags in that country, where they value connections and reputation more than gold. Since birth, they looked on us as evil creatures, vicious and unpredictable. Not that it's entirely false, Scanner smiles coyly, but what is true, generally speaking. I've always known that I was worth and what lot I deserved. Superstitions stand in the way of achieving a goal. That's not the reason to shed a tear. Better to use those same superstitions to your own ends. Must say in Kadira they idolize Aasimars almost as passionately as they hate tieflings. So I thought that with little effort I could pass as one. Even my mastery of fire could be mistaken for a sign of Siren Ray's goodwill. Of course, a masquerade of that sophistication required little outside help. And I found it. I made a contract with the resourceful devil who called himself the Forefather. He wove an illusion over me and my sister, hiding our tiefling features from everyone. Hope this doesn't shock you. It's not that I wanted to bind myself to a powerful and devious creature, but what choice did I have? To wash balls at a caravanserai until at the end of my days? That wouldn't just be a waste of the priceless gem that I am. It'd be a burden with caring for Kaliki, that naive walking virtue who is totally unfit for a hard life. That's the agreement. I'd have to spend the whole evening telling you all the details. Contracts require a thoughtfulness and accuracy, especially ones like this. But to put it simply, I was to do as he commanded. And in return, he granted me a powerful illusion which would make my sister and I indistinguishable from Emberkin, descendants of Peri. Peris are a race of celestial native to the good-aligned outer planes, but they also often found in the company of mortals on the material plane. Believed to be the descendants of fallen angels, Peris do a penance for their ancestors' sins before they can earn a place in paradise. As a result, Peris work tirelessly to aid and support good heroes of the mortal realms in a never-ending battle against evil. Peris hate the evil fiends known as divs, who constantly seek to ruin the good works of mortals. Hemberki and Aasimars are descendants of Peris. I'll see. The contract included a number of caveats and limitations, in particular the tasks the devil would give me could do me no harm. The contract didn't involve my soul, on the contrary, it bound me until my death, but no longer. Which assignments? You'd be amazed, they included fighting evil. The Forefather comes from a line of apostate devils, or a Demavigus. They live for one goal only, to turn people's souls away from serving any god but Asmodeus. Our Demaviga made a nest for himself in Kadira long ago, finding special pleasure in enslaving the servants of Siren Ray. Nothing helps to turn souls away from a faith better than fanatics of the faith. You have no idea, Pipiga, how often the zealous servants of the good in their struggle against evil has pushed others in the arms of that very same evil. That's why the Forefathers sent me to serve the followers of the cult of the Dawnflower. Unlike the old Church of Siren Ray, those occultists celebrate the goddess more for her warrior aspect than for her mercy. My duties included seeking out secret cults of demon and demon worshippers. And other springs of evil in the sunswept land of Kadira, real imaginary. Questions, suspicions, public trials, 1 or 2 exemplary executions, and fear sank its claws into the hearts of the weak and doubtful. How can a good goddess allow this? What if I'm next? Those who entertain such doubts would soon hear a knock on their door from a messenger of hell offering a simple solution: protection and prosperity in return for their souls. That's how I aided the legions of hell, by working under Siren Ray's sunny banner. You lived for a few years under this disguise, gaining a certain status, affluence, and crowds of gullible suitors. In time I found a patron from among the followers of the cult of the Dawnflower. A man of great wealth, with a personal army of mercenaries who roamed the lands of Kadira night and day, seeking out monsters and those who worshipped them. Quickly became his confidant and joined that army, all as the Forefather desired, and perhaps this is why the devil agreed to give us the appearance of Aasimars. Everything was going perfectly, but then Kalikia, that silly child, got herself mixed up with a band of tiefling renegades who were too cowardly and stupid to achieve anything in their lives by their own wits. They organized something like a secret society and gathered in the evenings in their huts. They spoke of opening everyone's eyes and making them treat the outcasts with dignity. Sooner or later, they would have done something stupid and gotten themselves caught and brought my sister down with them. So I helped them a little and put my patrons' people on their track. If only I could have kept Kaliki from her foolishness. On the night of the raid, for some reason, I told her the truth. I thought I could explain to her that her actions were threatening our secret. I thought she would see reason. But nothing works out as one plans, and she hurried off to warn her friends and fell into the hands of the Cult of the Dawnflower. Her disguise was unmasked, and with it my own as well. Sands and skies, I can't imagine the rage my noble patron felt. His Aasimar confidant turned out to be a treacherous tiefling. I had no interest in learning how far he would go in his rage and immediately set off to flee. Alas, as soon as they found out what happened, the remaining members of a cult of demon worshippers who had once helped to disperse quickly tracked me down. They summoned a soul eater who cut my life short, and my story was at its end. But ask Kaliki about that. When she learned of my death, she pleaded to Nethys, the god of unparalleled powers, and his herald agreed to return me to life, but in the state we're in now. Only one of us can be in material plane at a time. Meanwhile, the other sleeps in a special demiplane. Now, the fun part of our story, when Nethys returned me to life, the poor hungry soul eater started following my trail again. He cannot discover me so long as I leave a disguise as KSC, but he keeps trying. That's one reason why my sister and I never stay in one place for long. We moved north, living here and there until we reached Restov. Lady Jamondi's offer was simply too tempting. Bring some pathetic bandits to heal and receive a barony in return. Of course, KSC would never be Baroness, but the adventure itself was an intriguing opportunity. Besides, I was in desperate need of distraction, so I showed up at the reception, made some valuable connections. I witnessed the attack of the unlucky assassins, but then unfortunately missed out on all the fun. The moment I ran through fire at the mansion, I was carried away to the demiplane, and Kaliki came forth to deal with the consequences. You know the rest. Let's see. Does it work here living in turns? By the power of Nethys, my sister and I cannot meet, for as soon as one of us appears in the material plane, the other one is immediately spirited away to our demiplane. They will sleep until it's time to switch back. The demiplane, by the way, is full of elemental energy, which is wonderful for restoring our strength. It's a pity this ability came after we paid such a heavy price. I would have avoided my painful death, and I long to see my sister again and singe her hair to show my gratitude for everything. Despite her vitriol, Kianara's eyes with sorrow and seeming tenderness. The demiplane nourishes us and keeps us from all kinds of trouble, but the price. It's hard to live and make plans when at any moment you can be pulled from reality only to return after a few days or even weeks. I'm glad that thanks to you I have now at least learned to control the process a little. They like it here. Prefer large and bustling cities to backwaters, but on the other hand, the chance to build up a whole state from nothing is some tempting. Don't like chaos, though I've learned that at times I won't be able to play by the rules. So here is my answer. With some effort and right investments, your dominions might become something someday. Well, the sister, at our 8th summer when Kaliki, the spring of my solace, got angry at me. Chucked a bunch of desert thistles into my hair. Had to cut them out afterwards. That's what you have to suffer if life rewards you with a sibling. Though I should say that very evening I burned her favorite dress. With great trouble comes great satisfaction. That means to be a tiefling. Admit it, you like my horns, or is it the tail? He's special, that's it. Karen slowly sways her tail. I've been known to spark curiosity. A tiefling's born. Born of an ancestor allied with a powerful and evil outsider, be it a devil, demon, or some other dark creature. Many mortals do this, believe me, either for power or pleasure. This heritage can be hidden for many generations, and it can manifest in many ways, and it's difficult to find two similar tieflings. So that you and your sister descend from a devil. I can even guess which one. Full of eternal infernal beings worshipped in Kadira. The Whore Queen Mahathala is the most venerated, secretly of course. Servants of her court frequent these lands, and they leave trails. Irajan, good morning. How we doing, man? Everything's clear. Kadira is a part of the Padishah Empire of Kilish, a great thriving state. Don't think me rude, but the northern states are but a pale shadow of my homeland. Only Taldor at its height could compete with us, though it's long since lost its power. My land is wealthy, powerful, and full of opportunities for anyone cunning enough to seize them. It's a pity they're all devoted to Sarenrae and the whole array of superstitions that go along with it. And this is like this. That's stiff. Kenra wrinkles her nose but seems strangely saddened. Very well, I'll get her. So long. I'm singing something soft and sorrowful, singing she nods warmly. I'm Kaliki, in case you're wondering. What's your recollection of events? Is it the same or not? No, it's different, yeah. My sister was more a challenge than a barrier. She wanted respect, power, and wealth. Things we were unlikely to get being who we are, but she found a way. People of Qadira revere the blood of the skies with the same fanaticism with which they distrust the blood of hell. Nazimars, especially Emberkian, are welcome guests in any house. Pretend to be one of them and all doors are open to you. Didn't want to participate in this masquerade, but my sister insisted. Played upon our resistance to fire and her gift of controlling this force of nature. Both are often taken as signs of Sarenrae's goodwill. Yes, Irajan, I see. Hopefully you will. I mean, there's plenty of time. You should be fine, man. I hope. Doing good. Just chilling, getting some Pathfinder progress in. It was not enough to entirely hide our essence and pass as an Emberkian, and Canara asked for help. She asked the Master of Deception and Illusion. Kalika frowns. She obviously wishes to get through this part of the story as quickly as possible. We left our native desert, crossed half of the country to avoid accidentally crossing paths with anyone from our tribe, and set off for a new life in a new skin. Maniflikadira. Trouble, Kalika says quietly, and my sister and I took different paths. Kenner was able to earn the trust of powerful patron, one of Sarenrae's fanatics, a member of the cult of the Dawnflower. His mercenaries hunted down secret cults and monsters day and night. Meanwhile, I found a group of castaways who reminded me of my sister Naya's children, tieflings and genie spawn. We gathered in secret to share our sorrows and dream of finding our place in the sun. Time passed and these gatherings became more bitter. We yearned to prove that monster blood does not make us monsters. We spoke of how we should unite and enter the great games of Qadiran aristocracy, supporting those who were ready to accept us as equals, and bringing down their opponents. We planned to use me as a cover, a beautiful Emberkian who would be the voice of the castaways. The girl lowers her head. One evening my sister came to me, full of careless grace. She told me that there was to be a raid on our secret meeting that very night. I had to stay home and not even think of warning the others. It wasn't hard to guess how she found out. The raid was to be led by followers of the cult of the Dawnflower, fanatics who fancied themselves cleansing flames, saving the world from evil. Kenra's patron was first among them. At that moment I realized my sister loved me so much that she was ready to set aside her aspirations and warn me of the danger. But I also realized something else. Kenra was ready to sacrifice any number of innocent lives to get what she wanted. I ran away after yelling in her face that she was a monster. Left her to warn my friends. It's the last time I saw my sister alive. Tried to save my friends from the raid, but came face to face with wizards from the cult of the Dawnflower. They were able to dispel the illusion that protected me and found out I was a tiefling. My secret was revealed along with my sister's. What a shock it must have been for her patron to find out that the clever tiefling was serving at his side disguised as a righteous Aasimar. There's no worse deed in Qadira than disgracing your patron. Kenara knew this well and tried to flee, terrified of his wrath. But she couldn't get away. Trouble came to her from a place she didn't expect. Ask her about the details if you want. I'll ask Strain to talk about it. The truth is I betrayed our secret and my sister died because of it. I was able to bring her back to life, but bitterness has scorched my heart and I will be a part of me until my death. I sympathize with both. Let's say your sister at risk for a bunch of troublemakers of all things, huh? Don't sound that good, huh? If only you were able to agree. Perhaps, but can water agree with fire? I do not know the answer. I wish Kenra and I were more alike. I nearly destroyed each other after failing to accept each other's wishes and the paths we chose. Sometimes I feel that the life we now live is the best we could hope for. Can never meet, can never share each other's sorrows, but at least I don't have to be upset about her cruelty towards others, and she about my softness and recklessness. End up living in turns. After my sister almost got my friends killed, and I in my turn brought the wrath of her former patron down upon her, Kenra died as she fled from him. In terror, I could only pray to the higher powers, and Arcanathane, Nettis' herald, answered this prayer. Wait, that was not Nettis himself. Ring is a woman-shaped cloud of swirling energy. This creature serves as the herald. Ah, okay, I see. Of Nettis, supernatural creature created in a moment of lucidity by an insane, omniscient god. Arcanathane is often left to her own devices when her master does not need her, and wanders Galarian and the plains searching for new sensations and meaning to her existence and that of the multiverse. The multiverse, dim son. Couldn't believe it when she answered my prayer. She promised to bring Kenra back to life on 2 conditions. Then we'll be able to meet again, and we must keep secret everything that had happened. And by Nettis' power, my sister and I received our special connection. Cannot be in the same time and reality simultaneously. While one of us in the material plane, other one sleeps in the demi-plane. One specially created for us. A different one about the Gemondi's mansion. Cannot answer that question in much detail. The case you met at the reception in Resto was Kenra. At the time, I'd been sleeping in our demi-plane for over a month. Didn't even know my sister wanted to join the expedition that Lady Gemondi was sending. And then suddenly I was thrown out into reality in the middle of a burning mansion with assassins dashing about. And the Sword Lord fighting monsters in the Grand Hall. Kenra and I usually keep a diary to tell each other in detail what happened during the day, but I didn't exactly have time to read it, and I doubt she had time to write anything during the attack. Run into the hole and tried to help Gemondi, and then you and your companions appeared. We held back the attack, and you and Tertuccio began accusing each other of spying. Meanwhile, I still couldn't understand what was happening. Does it break conditions? Yeah, they broke conditions already. First, they kind of revealed themselves to me, and then they were forced to reveal themselves to everyone, which was orchestrated by the demon. They had a deal with it, and that was their forefather also, actually one. So there should be another move from him, I feel, in the request, but I'm not sure how we're advancing that though. I guess I'm trying to like go through all the dialogues to see maybe you need like this to get the next part, but yeah, I guess it's just gonna start on its own. Now, we'll see, yeah? Because it's kind of like getting close to the end. I have to pretend to distrust both sides of your argument, or I might have given myself away too easily. I had to protect our secret. That was one of the conditions of our agreement, yeah. So wrecking my brain, Cycli smiles faintly, and then you can begin to imagine what it is like for us. People approach me all the time and start talking like they're my friends. And I just stand there trying to remember lines from the diary, and it's, is it the gnome with blue hair, a new admirer who has twice given me flowers, or the gnome banker who wishes to discuss investments in the tours of Lebanese mines? Alright. You worship Nettis. Nettis is a god of magic, there are no limits to his power. He was born human but achieved such unparalleled mastery of magic that he gained divine power. He is the embodiment of paradoxes, contradictions, and making the impossible come true. I called on him at the moment of my greatest need, and he, through his herald, helped me when all the kind and merciful gods fell silent. But I'm no naive worshipper. The gods, especially him, are powerful and unpredictable. Besides, he's hardly interested in my gratitude, but I do honor those who help me. The Arcana thing too. Melissa's herald and his creation. She's a living whirlwind of magical energy, an amazing and powerful creature. Often takes interest in the business of mortals and manifests Netis' will. In our case, I think she's done both. Kanathane wanted to intervene and help, but she also told us that Netis was aware of what happened. So strange to think that a deity turned his eyes on you, if only for a moment. I mean, they just wanted some entertainment, seems like. Both Herald and the god, I guess. And us living in turn is work. Well, one of us is in the material plane, the other sleeps in demi-plane, created specially for us. There we sleep and sup upon elemental energy. When one of us enters the material plane, the other disappears. Until recently, we couldn't even control the moment when we switched. It seemed to happen randomly, usually while we slept. But sometimes in broad daylight. Now, thanks to you, we have a little more control over what's happening. It's been a great relief. You like it here? Yes, I may long for my native country, but this riverland brings peace to my soul. I enjoy watching the clumsy ducklings struggling to go down to the lake and the dragonflies flying over the water as it flashes with the glints of sunlight. I'm glad you have seen all this. I love the road to the road that brought me here. It was a road of sorrow. Now let's see. I like all the flirting stuff. No CD action. They're getting married there and everything. The road of joy now. You have no idea how glad I am to be with someone I don't need to hide my secret from and who supports me. The piece of paper with the poems. Sweet Lindsay writes real poems. Mine are no more than an attempt to talk to myself and sometimes to the sister that I can no longer hear or see. Scan her and read them. She must, but she doesn't let it show. Still, I often find small gifts next to the notes, strange flower or my favorite sweets. And poems are beautiful. A little embarrassed, as you wish. I don't like to hide things from those who are close to me. I've done this too often. Sure. It means to be a tiefling. I could tell you a lot about it. What happens when mortals mix their blood with evil outsiders, mostly demons, daemons, or as with me or my sister, devils? This heritage can manifest through many generations and can be a cruel blow for the parents of a tiefling. As you probably know, there is hardly a corner in Galarian where the birth of someone like me is considered a welcome gift. Evil literally runs in tiefling blood. Those who think so are both right and wrong. Your fate is not written by your blood alone. Surrendering to the temptation of evil is a choice every tiefling must make for themselves. A beautiful land, quite unlike the stolen lands. My sister and I grew up in places dominated by the desert. I often heard from travelers that such landscapes depresses them. But there's nowhere I feel more at home. Sand drifts under the sun, a life hiding where you'd never expect it. The lush green of a suddenly revealed oasis. They are austere lands, but can be breathtaking. The cities of Qadira are an endless whirlwind of turmoil and bright colors. Some say the heart and essence of every Qadiran city is its temple to Sarenrae, ever since our country was blessed by the radiant goddess. But I'd put it differently. Scroll down. At the heart of every city is a noisy market with its tents in every color you could imagine. Most of the city's life happens at the market. People go there not only to trade, but also to have fun, negotiate, and spin their intrigues. Take away the market and what's left of Qadira. I'll see. Alright, talk with the sister. There's something new up here. Kinda doubt it. As you wish. Now, thanks to you, we can at least switch when we want to. Alright, yeah, that's the same stuff. Alright. Well, let's see. Maybe it will... It will be triggered by the progress more.
I can see my destination.
There we go. Alright, let's see if we got some more stuff discovered there. So now we go to that area. There was only one thing there pretty much. Alright, hilltop. Get to it. Oh, actually. It actually kinda is. What about this though, I really need to go there. Now do we go here? Yeah, Castle Knives also. 3 days. Well, I guess we can... I think we do both probably though. Thing is, if we're gonna be like resting there and everything, that's gonna be a bit too much time, I feel. Sure, I guess. Like, I'm not sure which one is better to do. This one, that one. Whatever. Don't think they can trade me much of the good stuff there. Let's keep it a little too close to this, I feel. Let's get there first. Try to do as much as possible without resting too much.
Don't you think?
I'll have like 5 days to spare. Because like 3 days something to get there. Well, actually I will need to rest on the way now too. But I guess we'll just try to like go for it, whatever. YOLO, the rest before. That might be kinda bad right now. If we get encounters, that might end up kinda bad, eh? But I mean, I can already did a bunch of encounters here, so maybe I'll be able to evade it. Alright, rest here. Nicely soccer. Them special cutscenes, the CD ending. Then even less. I'll have like 4 days maybe. So like 3 days something to get here, 3 days something to get back. So 7. I spend 1 day kind of resting, right? So 8. That means I have 4 left. And then you will need to rest once too. So 3. Not that crazy.
Without a doubt.
We will prevail. Famous pays off. They go down. Victory is inevitable. Do not falter.
Knife time!
That was perfect. That was nice.
There are many roads to success.
Don't really want to like turn-based everything. That will need to be a bit careful.
I can see my destination.
Dragon chilling there. And that should be it. Alright, a fly trap.
Here.
Knock more runner and talker than fighter.
A bunch of them there. that HP. Show you a bunch of this. I can use it. Alright. Weird. Maybe now. Finally. I still can't even combat for a bit too long, I guess. Sure.
Focus on the goal.
Satyrs and nymphs. All of the Phoenix. Satyr and a nymph are watching a dark-skinned elf whose arms are dancing gracefully, making magical gestures in a sort of ritual. Noticing you, she stops her ceremonial dance and greets you with a light bow, respectful and dignified. Pipiega, warrior king, and the first to bring peace to the Stolen Lands. I sought a meeting with you, and fate has allowed our paths to cross. My name is Kamala. Who are you? I'm Mala the Phoenix from the Suramgamin Order, humble follower of the wise way of Teacher Avalo. Good and Order is relatively unknown, but you've heard stories. Followers of Good and Order, whose Teacher Avalo and native Jalmarai preaches complete non-violence. Large island nation in the Bari Ocean off the coast of Nyx. Being the inner seas only linked to the legendary kingdoms of the impossible, Jalmari have a unique mystique. Religions that dominate Jalmari are also unique. While Irori has many worshippers across the region, his religion is at its strongest on the island, along with the worship of the 1,000 other deities of Budra. The inhabitants of Jalmari include an unusually high number of monks. The prowess of their martial arts is renowned across continents, and the 3 Houses of Perfection are the most sought-after monasteries of the Inner Sea region. See, like I say, the preferences, the priorities. Where were you looking for me? Mysterious and sinister events are happening in your lands. The border between worlds grows thin, and someone's hand reaches through it, plotting the deaths of you and your subjects. My brothers and sisters from the Suramgamin Order have come to help you stand firm against this unknown enemy. If you desire our help, and if you pass our trials and prove you're worthy of it. Alright, sure. Dealing with these Fae. They were brought into this world unwillingly, and their mischievous temper could mean a lot of trouble for the local people. The border between worlds here is thin and feeble, like the worn-out cloth of monk's frock. I have charmed them to sit still for a bit while I prepare to send them home. That's quite powerful, eh? Teacher Avalo founded our order to help people who walk the path of good remain steadfast, and to give those who've lost their way a place to come back to. The backbone of our philosophy is non-violence. This doesn't mean we are helpless, but we believe there is a future when no one in our world will wish to take up weapons against their neighbor. And that's why they are monks, so they don't need weapons to kick your ass. What? A whole world without fights? Then what would we do? Just lie around and get fat? I'd like to see you try teaching beasts and monsters to be peaceful, and how the peace lovers who follow you would handle them. Not familiar with these teachings, but they sound very similar to Sarenrae's faith. It's amazing, but I think this is someone who surpasses us in peacefulness. What this trial consists of. The heart of the way is practice, ability to subdue anger, negotiate without threat, to quell a conflict before a spark comes a fire. I imagine the king must be familiar with such things, and with your permission I would like to test you here and now. Look at these Fae. I charmed them so they wouldn't interfere while I open a portal into their native world, and I will release them now. To pass the trial, you must convince the Fae to remain still while I prepare to send them home. Try to do this without threatening them, and don't let them charm you. Sure. Fine, let's begin. I'll lift the spell from the Fae with a graceful gesture and starts casting another spell to send them home. The nymph and the satyr look at you mischievously. Some prank is obviously brewing in their heads. Let's see. So we need to stall. Tell me what you're doing here. Miriam, and this is Kinesius, and we are bored. Yes, frightfully bored. Everywhere else it's changing, flickering, like this and like that, but here it's always the same all the time. The trees don't walk, the mountains don't fly, and you are such fools. Everything's so strange here. How do you live here at all? We've been sitting here for 100 million years. We're so bored. And let's go for a walk. We'll show you something wonderful. You'll love it. And you'll be rich. You mortals love treasure, right? There you go. There's plenty of treasure around here, but without us, you'll never find it in your whole life. I hear about your adventures. Oh, we had such adventures, you have no idea, beyond your wildest dreams. For instance, once we had the manticore races. Another time we met the Lantern King himself. He gave us a copper coin, half a pie, and a silk stocking. And one time some hunters wandered into us. We danced with them, and we danced until we dropped. Oh, but then we got up, and for some reason they didn't. That's it, it's time for you to go home. No, we only just arrived. We aren't going anywhere. The satyr takes out a pan flute and starts playing. The wheel check though. Lucky. Feel drowsy for a moment, but the spell's effect quickly clear. Realizing that his spell didn't work, the satyr hides his flute. Alright, we should probably go. There's no place like home. Safe travels. I'll see. I see. Congratulations, I passed my trial. My will is strong and it cannot be broken by spells or by most frightful enemy. Bloodthirsty beast that lurks inside each of us. I invite you to meet the other masters of the order and pass their trials. Don't be afraid of failure. No one in this world is perfect. But we must be sure that those who help are worthy. Set off to the Temple of the Elk. Brother Visaka the Unicorn is awaiting you there for your next trial. Let's see. Tell me more. Like many monastic orders, we do not teach martial arts. The secrets we share are meant for sowing peace and accord, not destruction. You will learn more from my brothers and sisters when you find them. Doesn't sound like Elven name. When I passed all the trials and joined the order, the teacher gave me a new name in the language of his homeland. This is his way. Kamala means lotus, a flower that grows from swamp mud but glows with immaculate whiteness. It is a symbol that speaks for itself. As for Phoenix, that's something like a title, and it refers to those who have burnt away their primitive instincts and revived pure force of will from their ashes. Before I walked the wise way, I did much harm and many stupid things, and for I was controlled by the animal inside me. Now that it has no power over me, I followed the path of law and good, as shown by the teacher. Typically, the ruler of such savage lands could be a pacifist. I would not ask that you take the same vow of non-violence that we have. There is much evil in this world, and alas, in this age of fire and steel, he who puts down his weapon often becomes food for monsters. Still, we try to help those who do lesser harm. None of us will live to see a peaceful Galarian, but we all do our parts to make it possible. Acidic, alright. We'll see, maybe. Garden thankless job you're doing. There are more of us than you think. Everyone who tries to do good sometimes feels like a tiny lonely ship in a storm of pain, violence and evil. One of our main goals is to unify the vision of all whose goodwill is so strong that they may act together. You know about the power behind portals. We'll share our knowledge with you when you prove you are worthy of our help. Alright, sure. So long, Your Highness. May your way be wise. She just walks out of the edge of the map. Alright.
I will guide.
I believe I found something.
Can't you find this too? Because it seems like something we can find. But it's not finding itself.
Without a doubt.
I
can see my destination.
A tree crest buckle. Alright. Continue on this path then.
There are
That's some
many
ability
roads
checks
to
somewhere up
success.
there. Okay, I see. So that's like the... That's where the fortress
This requires
starts.
your attention.
Ancient Elven B there. Now we can climb up there.
Focus on the goal.
Grave Road Imbecile, you broke it. Really, Nerly Witch, you seek aid from these pathetic creatures. Try mind gaze at me, Wormface. I know these are your minions. Did nothing of the Sword Crown, destroyed our property. They just keep going. Hello, children. Ah, that's the shake, I see. The figure before you wears grey robes, yet the body beneath them flickers, changing age, gender, and race. One moment an ancient elven man, the next a young human woman, then a tattooed dwarf, and so on. They raise an eyebrow. Well, did you get it for us? Get what for you? Oh, that's right, you don't know about that yet, do you? Honestly, we don't know how you people can handle only moving one way through time, but that's beside the point. We need you to retrieve the first crown for us. What's the first crown? A magical bauble, the enchanted crown of the first king whose kingdom Narissa destroyed. She gave it to the Nerly Witch as a token of her regard, but now that the wriggling man is the nymph's current favorite, he feels it rightfully belongs to him. They've been fighting over it for weeks. They find it, and in the course of their fighting, the Nerly Witch and the wriggling man accidentally broke the crown into 3 pieces, a magical backlash teleporting each piece somewhere within this forest. If we knew exactly where, we wouldn't need you to search for them, would we? Yeah, why do you want it? Good rule for surviving the first world is to never ask a Fey Lord why. Honestly, most mortals are overjoyed to get a divine quest. Let's just say that the crown has the potential to make significant ripples in this timeline. We would like to guide them in a positive direction. We could get it ourselves, of course, but there are politics. More games of the gods than those who fancy themselves gods. So tiresome. Sure, I'll do it. Thanks, then we'll be here when you return. This isn't the first time we met, but who are you? Our name is Shaika, though some call us the Many. We are of the eldest, the Fey gods of the first world, and we embody that which you think of as time, entropy, and reincarnation. The fate shift like that. My, you are the bold one, aren't you? Our form changes because there have been many Shaikas, and will be many more. Long ago we decided to live interspersed rather than sequentially, so that we could each experience all of eternity, and it's far more interesting that way. There's now this one with me. What does every god want, child? And quick and obedient service with a minimum of annoying questions. You mortals often leave something to be desired in that respect, but we hope you'll prove us wrong. There is a know you here. No, then trust us when we say that you'll find it better for all involved if you keep it that way. Pleasure to meet you. We assure you the pleasure is ours. Who are those two? The Nerly Witch and the Wriggling Man are Narissa's chief advisors. The witch is a priestess of the Hag Goddess, twisting plans to her whim. The Wriggling Man was a mortal wizard who sought on death as a swarm of grave worms. They are Narissa's most powerful allies, and they absolutely despise each other. Recently they've been battling over the first crown. That was fun. I was even hoping for an encore. Why can't it always be like that? Our enemies fight each other and we get to watch them and clap. Fight at each other. Creature like Nerissa has no true friends, but she rewards her allies well. Both the early witch and the ringling man seek to be her right hand, ruling her so-called kingdom by her side. Neither of them are the sharing sort. You say he's made of worms? It's amazing the lengths you mortal will go to avoid death. Honestly, the whole mortality business seems like a hassle. We're glad the first world doesn't bother. What's the first crown? A magical bubble. That's the same. Okay, yeah. See. Alright, let's go. I mean again, or rather we already have. So the crown is somewhere around here then. Scattered across the forest. Some worms and stuff there.
I found something interesting.
These look sus, man.
Combat is adjourned.
I see you there. Yep. Probably not gonna get a lot of rest going. Okay, working there. Knock is stuck there. But like this, remove blindness spell. Didn't we have that?
Letting the ink dry.
Remove fear. Then remove blindness too.
And so they walked on.
We didn't. Right.
What you want?
Might have some. Remove blindness. Alright, that's better.
I need to concentrate.
The good hope will return it, so that's whatever.
I can see my destination.
Some entrance there.
To arms.
Oh shit. A lot of swarms there. How the fiesta already. Should go that close there. I need all the AoEs. It's enemies on me, so whatever. That's okay. Not a lot of damage though. I mean, she's still raging there. This is gonna be very annoying. Let's get the positioning here well. That should be good stuff. I get the big boy, but that's fine. A big boy gonna be killed the other way. Not sure if any of that will work really here. Doubt it. I kinda doubt it. The potato monster igen. Madragore. Ja, var det dåligt? Valerie is already debuffed into the fucking oblivion. Knock knock time to work.
Come here, Bats. Knock knock stab you. Huh.
Good job. Good job, dude. Piggy, man. No chin. Here we go again. Good thing I had the storm on him, to be honest.
Tear them apart!
Good job, eh? Perfect.
Serves you right.
Come on, there will saves, huh? I'll come up.
Which knife to use?
Good job, man.
Anything is possible.
Oh, I got some stunning damages. That's fine. Just go for heal there, really. That would be better, probably. Another 3 crest combo. That was buckle, I think. Now we got the combo. Let's see.
Without a doubt.
Trent. Rescue looks blasted apart by a meteorite, completely with the completely fallen trees and a crater in the center. Surrounding the crater are several huge twisted trees. Suddenly, the trees turn to look at you, and the jagged maw opens in one of the trunks. With a voice like creaking wood, the trance says, "Who disturbs the prayers to your fallen friends?" More of the wriggling man's obscene minions. Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. Like magic. Plenty of lingering traces of magic from the battle between the wriggling man and the gnarly witch. However, the piece of the first crown shines brighter than any of them. It's obvious that the first crown is a remarkable and mysterious magical item. Can we pull the bluff? We should, that is wise. You could take the crown to the gnarly witch for us while we comfort the grieving forest. Nice. Feels good, Better with an owl head. Well, I mean, that's the typical kind of like D&D stuff for you, I guess. Isn't it? Isn't it? I think it's that bad, I think it's that bad, but yeah. Not particularly that crazy creative, I guess, sure. But I would say not bad, not too bad. I don't think so. Did we get some good spellcasts for you? Good necromancy to you, I think we did. The rest is kind of garbage, really. But I'm also not sure. Could go for some more of that. At this point, to be honest. Concentration is also kind of nice. Yeah, could go deceitful just to get like better checks. Better persuasion checks. I'm not sure what. Well, combat casting could be kind of alright too, I guess, whenever we actually go close. Elemental, I got electricity and fire. I could go cold also, just to get everything augmented there. Well, the magic I still kind of didn't really get to. Like, cause this guy, at least I have plenty of stuff to deal with. Persuasion is gonna be +4. I mean, that's gonna be a lot of it, though. Let's try. Bill can get some good stuff. Initiative or some meta magic? I think so. Initiative actually kinda might be good, though. That is true. Because starting early will be kinda nice. With meta magic only, like if it's like empower or something, right? But this one, like the higher level spells, like if I empower something like fireball, I'm going to use the slots from like what I already kind of use anyway. So, not sure, not sure. Well, let's go. Fine. Impressed that this was made. Cutting corners. How so? I mean, in terms of like the monsters' creativity and stuff. I don't think it's that bad. I don't think it's that bad. And that's the thing. It's kind of like, you know, more of a... Like when people go with like the D&D and stuff, I think it's kind of quite often just... following some particular kind of... like, style, I guess, in a way. Quite often. Yeah, the Ray ones I kind of don't want to because I'm probably gonna suck at them. The Sea Mantle here again. Could go for Sea Mantle, I guess. Owlbears aren't that basic in design. I think I saw them somewhere else in some other game and they weren't really like that particularly, you know, super crazy differently. I mean, I guess you could, but I think also it's like the part of the thing that you need to like envision and implement so many monsters. When it's Dungeons and Dragons, there's like so much. Like I remember even like back in the day with like the local gaming magazine, they had like the whole separate chapter there usually for some time, like a year or so. I think every month, maybe more even, which was just the bestiary, right? Like all the monsters there. Like, you know, with their descriptions, with how they look and stuff. Yeah, it just keeps going and going and going. And this game has insane variety of the stuff, though, I have to say. All monsters look plasticky. Well, I mean, that's again the thing, though. Like, that's the scale. The scale of things. Like, they just kind of implement so much stuff at the same time that it becomes kind of hard to make everything look good. Alright, let's get the... here I'm gonna get... where was it? Here somewhere. I got Sea Mantle here. And on this one, I'm just gonna get the descriptions on the spells later, so I can actually read them. All right, where is the Matonda? That Tonda is just really good, eh? I'm not gonna pass on that. Alright, oh, level 8 now. Wait, level 8 we already had, yes, fumbles. Let's see. The Polar Rays. Frightful Aspect isn't myself, though. I'm not a huge fan. That's the cone. Could try the Polar Ray, though. Sea Mantle we now obtained. And Greater Evocation. Quantity over quality approach. And that's like, I don't... it kind of is. But it's also just like in their desire to make like a whole bunch of stuff. It's like, the thing is like, it's like the attempt to make like the tabletop sword adaptation. So people can get everything, right? All these classes, all this stuff. It's kind of aimed for the particular type of audience, right? It kind of mostly aimed at the people who like either like appreciate the tabletop, right? Who are completely used to just having like the board and throwing the die, and they already know the inner workings of the things, right? Because like when I came here, I was like, I mean, I still is. Whenever I level up, like, what the fuck is this, man? And that's just kind of what comes with like adapting you know, like the book of rules towards the game directly, without like cutting anything, without like trying to kind of change or something, just like direct. Like a bunch of skills are useless, a bunch of stats are kind of probably useless too, and everything, right? Spells not that good, but it's true to its source, let's put it that way. The Ubisoft approach, I wouldn't really compare, though. I wouldn't really compare. Now they could, like, I guess, like reduce the scope, like less mobs represented and everything, and put more attention to those that are in and stuff like this. But they just kind of like made the adaptation of the tabletop that people can kind of like relate to. It just went not just only to the fans of the tabletop, it went way wider. It got a whole bunch of people on board. The release was quite rocky too, by the way. I remember that. But it ended up getting appeal to more people, not just the tabletop enjoyers and everything. But I do agree, though, that yeah, it's a little too much quantity here. But that wasn't like because they wanted to go for quantity. It was to just like stay kind of like, you know, true to the material. Yeah, their mask, yeah, for sure. But I mean, they for some reason decided to go with this one. No idea. That was aimed just on the for the people who, you know, enjoy that particular thing. That was a Kickstarter and everything, right? So it was like funded by people who enjoy that particular type of thing. It's kind of the same as Celeste, for example, right? Celeste is also sort of like... Celeste is even like taking it deeper. Celeste is just kind of like sort of the engine. You write your own adventures the way you want. It just gives you those, you know, maps, models, spells, characters, weapons, equipment. You just can do anything you want with those, but they give you that. This one is also giving you that, but you play something that is already was pre-designed for you. Hilevus. The owlbears, I know more about like the owlbears design, I guess. Even though like I wouldn't say like the World of Warcraft like or Warcraft owlbears are any bad. The kingdom building thing she described is there. Well, I mean, they give you an option to skip it though. That's good. I use that option. I'm okay with that. I like it. I think it's good to have a choice. Yeah, no. Let's try the Ray, fine. I'm probably just gonna give me more charges on the Stormbolt. That's all I need. That's all I need. Alright, let's go get some fingering there going on. True, why not? It's more of a numbers game. Yeah, that's the thing about this one. It's like it really aims for some particular like type of people, which I'm personally not a part of. I have to say, I'm gonna admit, not that I don't like it. It's just like, yeah, I'm like not into it too much. But there are people who play this on like super giga difficulties and everything, trying to min-max all those builds and everything. I mean, I have Tremek for that, and who played also the pillars on the hardcore difficulty and stuff. Oracle. There are people who just enjoy this particular approach to the game creation. Same with pillars, for example. Just people who like this, like, you know, digitalized tabletop. As close as possible. Yeah, that's not a bad thing. That is not a bad thing. Inspire courage. That's max +4 now, I see, alright. Let's see, let's see. It's like the quantity, complexity, and everything becomes kind of a feature. And that's like for the people who, you know, already kind of like create all the fireballs and all those monsters in their head. So getting at least some of it on screen is already good. Let's see, as I say, yeah, I haven't played Larian games yet. Didn't get to that one yet. We'll see, we'll see. Okay, on the mirror we're getting persuasion, by the way, I need to remember. Shoot some more. Oh, why not? That's more whimsy potentially. That is potentially more whimsy than displacement for sure. I'm surprised I still didn't get it yet. Inspiration could be kind of alright, I guess. If it becomes a turn off for you. I mean, I kind of like what I like, what I really like is like it's really complex, of course. But what I like is that there is like a lot of interesting, like weird interactions behind this complexity. That's what I really like. Like the part about like, right, like some mobs being killed by some particular things, some mobs being completely like becoming useless and helpless with some particular buffs you have on you and stuff like this. You know, this kind of stuff. I like it. When some sort of like knowledge, some sort of experience just gives you ways to deal with things in kind of unconventional ways, I guess. Let's put it that way. Going on the island of the full of will-o-wisps. Well, bro, I just had my communal electricity protection and stuff, and yeah, that was a walk in the park. Like I didn't even get any damage pretty much there. You just roll through it, easy. That I like. That I like. A lot of like other a lot of other stuff might be a bit too much. A lot of like a lot of this variety might be still too much. If I know how to deal with stuff through save reload, not always. You can investigate the mobs, which I'm too lazy to do, to be honest, because I play also normal difficulty, right? So I don't really care. But yeah, you can explore them and everything too. Memorizing and forgetting spells after using them, I see. Yeah, wizards I didn't really like that much, to be honest. I like my Sork actually. That ended up being a good choice. Me like it. Me like it. The power word reload, yeah. True. Yes, Hisoka, I say. I will see. We'll see when we get there. How that will go. We'll see when I'll get to play that. Alright, so we got the first piece of the crown. Let's get level ups. The time is kinda coming though soon. Fighter. With the feet, sure. What are we getting for you there? They just... whatever. Yes. Power attack for her too. I could just keep going with like the specs actually, I guess also. That's an option. Yeah, I got one of the crits already. Can I get the double crit on her actually? Let me see. It's not like she's critting that much though. Tiring critical, can we get tiring critical? Alright, let's try.
I am your shield.
I'm gonna go with exhaust later. And this one for the Giga AC. Alright, let's see. See, Oracle, let's see. Writing was never a strong point. I'll see. Or was it that bad? Was it really that bad? Spell pen is good. Got some offensive spells, I guess. I was trying to get the crit stuff for him, right? Actually, not yet. Not yet. We're going for exhausting one there, right? Sickening. Can we get the tiring? Well, I guess I get the sickening one for now. Next level up, we'll be able to get more. And the moss healer unlocked. Feels good, Yeah, breaking games is fun. That I agree. That I agree. Going for more. Is it good enough? I guess I can go, yeah. So we go. Dreadful Carnage, right? Got the power attacks, got the Cornigon, and got Dazzling Display. There we go. Action is coming.
Here I am. See.
Should save some rage there. I gotta get some humor. Well, I mean, they do it in this game too quite a lot. Especially when the game is super chunky and stuff. That, I guess, is not always a bad idea to get some more comic relief there, you know. A little bit of comedy relief, eh?
Focus on the goal. There are many roads to success.
Yeah, where are the pieces? Where are other pieces? Sure defense left only, yeah.
Without a doubt.
Then you can get some crits also on her. Sickening or exhausting. And we're gonna be good. Where could the other parts be? I feel like they're there probably, right? Since I already kind of dealt with stuff here.
Destination.
These chests are sus, man.
I will guide.
Seems kind of like chests. Yeah, there must. Yeah, that is the same here, to be honest. That's the thing I don't really like too much. On that I have to agree with you. That's when you need someone to backseat you, basically. Just so you don't completely fuck it up. Even though in the normal difficulty, I guess you're not gonna completely fuck it up, but still.
Applause, please.
See, so good, right?
Need a bandage. Big one.
I got a bit of weird there.
Anything else?
I wasn't really that worth.
Confide in me.
Should stay dead for a little. Another recovery, and then do this.
Who's there? Lamashtu?
Plenty of this stuff. Nice, nothing crazy here.
Focus on the goal.
That's the killer, right? That hard? Holy shit. Can actually fuck it up that hard, huh?
Applause, please.
Interesting. Alright, so I guess they are like in the fortress thing here. I'll get another piece at least. So right, the progress goes quite good, I would say. Yeah, progress do be going quite well. See, we're clear, right?
Without a doubt.
That sounds dank. That sounds a bit too far. Wasteland, you could also be soft-locked. Can you really? You can have a really hard time, though, that's for sure. Like, Wasteland 2 was the worst. That was way worse. That was definition of pain. Like, here, those choices, they don't, like, whenever you fail something, it doesn't feel that bad. And you usually kind of have some sort of, like, alternative or some sort of comeback with some other skill check, for example. Or it's nothing super crazy. Wasteland 2, I remember, yeah, that was just bruh. And the problem is also, like... It's also the dice roll, just like here pretty much, but sometimes it's even more bullshit. You can get like your dice throws pretty good here now, like my diplomacy, for example, right? It's like plus 40, I think, to the dice throw. That's quite solid, I would say, and we'll see. We'll meet something that will be similar in the difficulty. But in Wasteland 2, it was like, I remember literally like lockpicking, I think, was it? There was a chest when it had max lockpicking. Like, you can't go higher than that ever. There's no way. It's a max lockpicking. You have like 10% chance to open it or something. Bro. At least that was good, because with lockpicking there was like the perk or something that prevents breaking of the lock. So you can lockpick again and again and again and again, and it doesn't break. If you don't have this perk, you can just even break it. And like I literally, like I don't remember how much I spent. I was like literally just on stream, just staying there, just clicking that safe to open it. Like I hate that system. Like I have some enough skill, let me open it. Just 100. If it should be hard to open, then just like increase the skill. Say I get that skill, I return and I open it or something, right? But when it's like, oh, it's that much and you have this chance. Dude, no. See what they say. Yeah, Harim is alright, yeah, like Harim. Harim is not too bad. Mr. Warden. And one of the purple worms smashed the pillar during the battle, breaking the crown shard loose from the stone. 2 hours of lockpicking, yeah. In a clearing ahead, a satyr curses and hacks angrily at stone pillar, trying to chip free a piece of a crown embedded incongruously in its surface. Around him, massive purple worms roll into a breach in the churned earth. He turns your direction. What? Who are you? No, wait, I don't care. Just get lost. Bassa magique. Okay, it's the same one, I guess. Alright. Yeah, Wrigley Man sent a takeover for you. Russian crumples, his ears drooping. But why? I was doing such a good job. Looks at the worms and grins darkly. Well, I won't stop you then, but he can't fault me if the worms accidentally take a little nibble.
Can you make an epic pose? I need inspiration.
Alright. Nibble that.
Not used to lighting enemies on fire first.
Do you like what you see? Seesaw. Well, I mean, it's gonna increase next year, they said already, basically, so... That's probably the reason.
You deserved it.
Nice, they burrow. Yeah, Whimsy probably doesn't exactly work on them. Yes. So when they burrow, they probably don't really take any damage and stuff, right? Doesn't seem like it. No, they fall like underground there. So I need to outburrow them, I guess, for that to work. I'll just drop this one. This one I don't care about. Can you not burrow? Police? Let me finish you. Unlucky. Oh, this one's gonna be fighting. You do that. Another effect, those things. I think it just mostly just shows on them, but it doesn't really do anything to them. I think it's supposed to make them drop on the floor, but they clearly don't.
Stay behind me.
The Asperges go in there, though. Coming for PP again.
Any last wishes?
Oh, he did. Oh, there we go. That's like literally for them to move. Ah, sure. Sure. Knock knock, you know what to do. Come on. Can do better.
Let us slide at once. Ha! Ah!
They get the Dispergia though. Interesting.
This is where I step in.
Come on. Almost. Not like they're gonna do much. I'm here by getting hit, I guess. Alright, Mr. Pipega don't get hit though. Don't like getting hit. Get him.
Look at me, Gorum!
There's like no buff still. I'll take it. Triple attrition, let's go. Oh, the soy swords.
Come here, Bax. Knock knock stab you. Yeah. That hurt. Good.
Buffless.
Do not falter. Ha!
Get her back.
Serves you right.
Get her back. And my barbarians. Oh, there she is. Piece number 2. Alright. That will get the piece number 3 and everything tomorrow then. Because it is time. It is time. But yeah, tomorrow I'm gonna do some more in the morning. I think Monday we should be kind of wrapping things up. Seems like. That is nice. That is nice. Maybe I'll have some time left on Monday to get the beer brewing in the evening, maybe even. Not in the evening, but during the day. That would be nice. We'll see. We'll see. Alright. One moment. Put my friend's link in there. I did not get that. All right. Get this stuff. All right. PP again. Okay, so let's call it for now with the Twitch stream, because I'm gonna be live probably like 30 minutes or something on YouTube